Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dhimas Dwi Nugraha. I am a lecturer in State Polytechnic of Malang. I would like to explain about my recent research about comparing pre-recorded online lecture and live online lecture at State Polytechnic of Malang Business Administration major. I'm sorry that I'm not showing my face now. Uh, Without further ado, let's go. In this pandemic era, the setting is pandemic era. My research setting is in the pandemic era. In pandemic era, you don't have any option than the one and only option is the online setting. But there is one question that we can ask: which one should we choose? Which kind of online method that we choose? The first one is live online lecture. If live online lecture is just it's like teleconferencing or meeting online, and one of the most popular, I think it is the most popular platform is Zoom, and you know also Google Meet, but I don't use either neither no I don't use both of them. I use the Discord instead, but the same. This is live online lecture, so it is face to face, or it is face to face in an online setting, and you can just greet your students, in online setting, yeah, in live uh, period. And then the second was is pre-recorded lecture. Pre-recorded lecture is that you upload a video, and you share the link to your students, and the students can watch the video of you giving a lecture. You can upload it in YouTube. Usually, teacher can upload it in a Drive or directly in the WhatsApp. Okay. But back then in 2017, I conducted a research about this online discussion, and there are some things that should be considered, and those things can be a hassle. In Indonesian context, the three things that should be considered is the first one is internet access, the second one is cost, and the third one is the teacher presence. Okay, about live online lectures in 1995, it was released See You, See Me. That's the first teleconferencing, video conferencing of the internet. And one say that we need human interaction in teaching and learning. So yes, we need human interaction in live online lectures. Teacher can greet their students online. Teacher can have a two-way communication. If the teacher wants to ask something, the simple question is that do you understand or not? The student can just answer it directly, yes or no, by unmute and speak to the microphone, or just give a chat, yes sir, and that's it, and so on. So two-way communication in the live online lectures is one of the many reasons why teachers love to use live online lecture. In pre-recorded lecture, this is very interesting because student in because by the teacher when the teacher upload a video, and then the student will access it. By having this, student can review material, take note, clarify complex concept, and study in their own pace. So student can access it, re-access it again, pause it, continue again, even slow it down. If it is in YouTube, the student can slow it down if the pace, if the video is just too fast, like me speaking now too fast, or teacher can slow it, student can slow it down if also make it fast, yeah, make it faster if they think that the teacher is very slow. So student can have a liberty to do what they want to do with the video, take notes, pause, and etc. Uh, why passive voice? Trammell accused that in some situations the passive voice can be more formal than active voice, because I teach in a I conducted this research in a business administration major, which is a vocational major. They need to have a good foundation, a formal form. For example, in the future, they will have a correspondent letter, and then there are memo, and they will have email, a letter. So they need to know what passive voice is, and they need to be able to write or speak in the writing dimensions. They need to know how to use a formal form of writing, of writing. So that's why I feature the passive voice. The passive voice also used in the academic prose, then in fiction news and the conversation. Academic prose in here is just like I mentioned before, correspondent letter, memo, email, email letter, and etc. So the method I use, the method first, the population, I have 53 students of Polytechnic major in business administration. It's a diploma 3, so vocational students. And I have two sample classes. The first one is 3F, with consists of 27 students. The second one is 3G, 26 students. Both classes are taught by me. Now the exercise that I use is from Betty's Grammar Azar's Understanding and Using Grammar. I think it is a holy book for all the teacher who teach grammar. Pre-test consists of 10 exercises of beginner level. Is beginner level is just understanding. Oh no, sorry, it's just knowledge. So they know and they try to do. So the very simple portrayal of the exercise is that they just need to choose one word and they change it into passive form, and that's it. So they know when they know to be verb 3 or to be past participle, they just apply it in the column, provided, and in the blank space provided. Sorry. And the post test, I used two post tests. The first post test is the same exercise, like the same exercise as the pre-test one. And the second one is the 15 exercises of intermediate level taken from the English grammar, but this as our understanding and using grammar. So I got two different things to compare of here. I use quick mix method because I use SPS S20 to analyze the significance, and qualitative because I need the survey. I disseminated the questionnaire. And then this is the result. The result is that the first pre-test and post-test, it is not significant. So there is no significant difference of the growth of student growth in terms of what pre-test and post-test in the first group 3F and the second group 3G. So in the live online lecture, and pre-recorded lecture, when they do the beginner level of exercise, there is no significance, there is no difference. But interestingly, I found that there is a significance in term of intermediate level exercise. So in intermediate level exercise, 3G performed better than 3F. 3G used the I forgot to tell you that actually 3F used live online, 3G used pre-recorded one. So 3G, which used 3G students who used pre-recorded one perform better in the tests, in the post test with intermediate level exercise. And this is result, a glimpse of the result of the survey. I will touch it later. So the discussion is that in cognitive offloading, because and comprehension question. The cognitive offloading, I will tell you about cognitive offloading a little bit. Cognitive offloading is that when you can access your external storage. So your brain is internal storage, whereas the other form of storage, for example, video, photo, PowerPoint, are external storage. In this case, the video of pre-recorded lectures is external storage, which allows students to access. So student can access this video of pre-recorded lecture, and student can use it whenever, wherever they like. That's why it's saving enhanced memory, the consequence of saving certain information on no one's ability to learn and remember other information, which means that if you don't know, if you cannot memorize it, you can always reaccess this external storage, which is cognitive, or we call it cognitive overloading. That's why in comprehension questions, I thought that student can revisit my video and student can be recall the memory. They recall their memory of my explanation and they do the post test again in the comprehension question or in the intermediate level of question, because in this intermediate level of questions they need to know which one is active, which one is passive. They need to know the context of the exercise and they need to decide, should I use passive or should I use active, and they and then they should look at the tenses and they decide. For example, if it is active, it should be and then the context in the past tense, so on, I only use the past tense. If the if it is in the context is passive and it is in the present tense, so I will use is, either is, am, are, and then past participle, like that. So again, in the comprehension questions, the student can perform better. The student uses the pre-recorded lecture can perform better. But in teacher presence, based on the survey, majority of the student claim that can have they can be more comfortable to have a teacher in an online, in a live online lecture setting, because they, I think, because they can always if they have questions they can ask, if they have any confusion they can ask directly, because in teleconferencing or live online lecture, it provides teacher greater control both student and teacher in learning. Sorry, it provides both student and teacher greater control in learning activity. And about the cost, of course, is pre-recorded is favorable because student can choose the size of the video that they want to download. For example, in YouTube, you have 144 until 1080 pixel. You can download any size that you like. Uh, what you like is it depends on your credit, phone credit, or internet access. So and then the internet access pre-recorded is preferable because you can download the video, you can save the material, and you can watch it without lagging. Somehow, if you don't have good internet access, you don't have strong internet access, and you have live online lecture, is, yeah, in the middle you can have lag, you can have you can have a technical issue, for example lagging, and microphone off suddenly, like that. But in the pre-recorded you will not have that kind of problem because you just download, save it, watch it. In conclusion, live online lecture is suitable for substituting teacher presence. I think it is very important because the role of the teacher here is, and the role of the teacher is pivotal. And one of the way to substituting this is to have the real teacher that you can rely on. And live online lecture is one way in this pandemic era to provide to provide that kind of vibe, to provide mood that you are now with the teacher. You are the teacher presence. The teacher is there with you, although in a distance. Yeah, but pre-recorded also talking about cost. Talking about cost, like the internet access pre-recorded lectures is way better. But I think in the future pre-recorded lecture could be additional supplement so the student can re-access the video again. So the best practice will be in live online lecture, teacher can record, and afterward the teacher can send the link to download the previous lecture, and so the student can rewatch again. I think that's it, my explanations. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.